What's going on, guys? Julbert Abraham here. Welcome back. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. A lot of people have been asking about, they want to start a side hustle, they want to build a marketing agency. So what I'm gonna do is talk about how you can literally build a marketing agency where you're selling one product to one audience one time and automate the whole process so you can do it over and over and over again. This could be a side hustle if if you're working full time and you want something to do on the side. Want to start growing, you can turn it a full-fledged business. You're not gonna sell a bunch of stuff. You're gonna sell one thing that is super simple to do, and we'll do an example to show you what exactly that look like. All right, so to get started, let's talk about how to build matter of fact, how I build, right? How would you build? How would I build? Build a marketing agency that can generate, let's say 60K a year, right? Or 100K a year. Let's put it that, right? Super simple. So, as a side hustle. Step by step. Now, be mindful. You have to do the work for this to happen. You can't just press a button and everything will work for you. You gotta find the customers. You gotta figure out what you're gonna sell. You gotta figure out what audience you're gonna sell it to. So we're gonna keep it super simple. All right. We're gonna pick one target audience, one offer. I mean, a service or product, right? That can be recurring, that you can offer to them over and over and over again, right? One marketing channel, something that is super simple to do, okay? That you can do consistently, all right? And you got to have the right pricing. All right, so let's reverse engineer this, okay? I want to make 100K a year. What does that look like? Let's divide that by 12 months, and I'll bring my calculator. Yeah, you and I may not be so good with math, but 100,000 a year, about 12, that's about 83.33, right? 1.33. Okay, so that's monthly, right? So in a month, we have 4 weeks. So that's about 2,083. All right. So with 2,083, let's think about, that's per week, right? And in a week, let's say you have 5 days. So we're going to do divide by five. So 416 bucks. $16.66. All right. Let's say for that, um, starting out working full time or have a lot of other stuff going on, may not be able to uh, may not be able to have a lot of time to do this. So let's say we sell one product, a $500 product, right? It could be 500 per month, or it could be 500 one time, but sell a $500 product or service. All right. Now let's talk about what does that look like in terms of fulfillment, right? So very simple, what will be our offer? And we're doing all this without even using AI. We're going to use AI to get all this, but I figured let's just do it like the old school way, right? Okay. So with the help of AI, right, we can have a $500 website renovation product. Okay. So basically, we're charging the client 500 bucks to set up the websites, and or redo the website or set up the website. So we'll do like $500 website. Let's keep it super simple. Cool, right? If we're able to sell $500 website once a day, one per day, now multiply that by 5 days, okay, which is in a week, 500 times five, right? So we made $2,500 that week, right? And multiply that by 12 weeks, or let's say 52 weeks, because there's 52 weeks in a year. Boom, we got about 130,000 bucks, right? And if we want to make six figures or 100,000, and we're able to sell one, we're able to, you know, make 2,500 in 1 week, 52 weeks, right? That is super simple. Now, all we have to do is figure out what's that one target audience that would need a website. So we can use AI here, or we can think of, okay, maybe I can sell it to a service business owner, right? What you don't want to do, don't just say, I'm selling to every business owner. Don't do that. Because then it becomes harder, right? You want to pick a niche to make it easier for yourself. And the beauty about this is there are a lot of niches available. So what I'll do is based on the information, pick a niche that will buy a $500 website, right? On the front end, that's how much they're paid to get the site. And then you got to think about hosting and management. So let's say you're charging back end, to manage and host everything, you're charging 100, let's say $150 per month, right? That's your back end. That's the whole business, right? So we're gonna take this information, we're gonna go to AI, there's this platform that I'm using, and we're gonna say something like, we're gonna just grab, copy and paste this, and you guys can do the same thing. Boom. And then I'm gonna put based on everything what would be the best niche that I can sell these type of sites and make these type of money working part-time, about 10 to 15 hours a week. Give me 3 niches. Boom. Let's see what happened, right? So we're using this tool. By the way, this tool is called HighLevel. It has a lot of data on what we're trying to do. That's what I'm using it. It's think of like a different level of ChatGPT. You can see on the right side, it's doing all the thinking, right, to identify where there is the opportunity, and then it can kind of give us, you know what would be the best answer. And then we'll drill down a little bit more. Bone solid, let's put it the right way, the best 3 niches. So it's giving me the home services contractor niche, the beauty and wellness niche, which that's a good niche that I like, local professional service niches, right? So it's giving us the 3 different niches, back-end retainer per client. It's giving us how much we can make, right? It's given us everything that we need, right? Your CRM system, action to start, one niche, build 3 demo site, create your DM script, set up your own CRM pipeline, set a goal, close your first $500 client within 14 days, right? So it gives me everything I need to start based on what I shared here. So you may be on there, okay, that sounds good, but where do I start? Which niche do I choose, etc. So I'm looking at these 3 niches, right? Some of them are super crowded. I really like the beauty niche. I like, doing websites for nail techs or doing websites for hair salons or barbers, right? I think that's a very simple niche to do, right? Massive volume. Every city has hundreds of them. Most rely on 100% on Instagram, no website, no SEO. They need online booking. That's your back end of hook, right? Own operated, fast decision makers, no corporate red tape. They need an online booking system. They need hosting, maintenance, Instagram feed, monthly. I like this a lot. Um, and then the other one is the local professional services, right? $500 a non-conversation, recurring literally their website or usually embarrassing outdated, right? Let's look at an insurance agent, right? They refer each other constantly. One client equals 3 clients. That's a big plus, right? Hosting, maintenance, new patient, client intake, or review generation automation, right? Google business profile. So you're seeing this is the revenue breakdown between those niche 2 and 3. I really like niche 2 because there's hundreds of them in every town, right? So it's super easy for niche 2. But then when you're also looking at niche 1, which is, they charge 3K to 20K per month. So $500 website is pocket change. Most have outdated or zero website. They're desperate for leads. Your backend becomes essential. Right? They trust other tradespeople, makes the sales easier. So we could do this or this. I'm leaning more there on this, like the hair salon, because there's hundreds of them and you can easily call them and they need online booking. So they already have customers. They just need automation. So let's say, let's go with niche 2. And I'm thinking of focusing on hair salons, um, helping them get a website and online booking. What would be the top 3 cities that I should target? And can you give me the prompt for a demo site that I can create to show them what I can do? You see what I mean? Now it's doing the thinking, it's finding the cities, it's building out the prompt. And the reason I asked for a prompt because that make my job easier because I can easily create a demo site that I can show them so they know exactly what they can do and adding the booking system for them. And all that can be done with AI. So your $500 becomes, you know, pocket change because you think about it as this is building, you have 500 for the website and 150 per month for your recurring. Some of these people charge, and we're going with niche 2, hair salons. Some of these people are charging, $150 to do hair, right? That's just one haircut for one client, right? For them. So it's reasonable and it doesn't require a lot of work on your end, which make it super easy. And the tool that we're using, guys, if you want to do something like this, click the link below in the comment or the notes section. It's our high level tool. There's a 30-day free trial. that you guys can take full advantage of doing this. So grab that 30 days free trial and you can follow the same step I'm doing here. Just copy and paste everything I do here and start this business in your own city, right? It's literally building a marketing agency that can generate 100K a year as a side hustle, step by step. So start that in your own city, right? Look, it gave me the full prompt and it also gave me the top three cities, Atlanta, Houston, and Charlotte, right? Your home base, black hair care capital, massive stylist culture, right? High density, fourth largest city, enormous and diverse population, fast growing city, right? Expanding black middle class salon owners. It's telling me to start with Atlanta, so say less. And then it also helped me build my demo uh, website that I would share to show them that I know what I'm doing, right? If they see the booking plus reminder automation working live. So guess what? We're gonna what I call vibe code this, okay? If your CRM website building AI is a creative brief, the demo salon is fictional, built to impress real salon owners, right? So I'm gonna grab this, boom, and then I'm coming down here. I'm gonna go under AI Studio and I'm gonna drop it in here. So I'm gonna let it do its magic, right? So as it's doing its magic, let's go back to this conversation. You can really dominate your city by starting a niche marketing agency focused on hair salons. Because if you're looking at the math, you sell one of those a day, you make 130 grand a year, right? And because there's so many of them um around, and that's on the front end, right? You don't forget, on the back end, the money you're making with the $150 a month, right? So let's take 150 per month times 50, was it one a day? If you sell one a day, that's like, geez, right? So 500 times, that's one a day, 5 days a week. So 5 days, 52. Let's do, it's easier if we just do, I'm trying to identify how many you're gonna have. Divide that. Oops, my bad. Let's do 130, right? Divide that 500. Boom. So that's 260 clients, right? Times 150. That's 39 grand a month. Back in. It's insane. 60 clients times 150 per month for hosting. Automation and management. That's $39,000 per month. That's your back end. That's after the first year. If you're able to keep all those clients, that means you have a really good retention rate. Or even if you don't, let's say you don't keep them, you lose like 9,000, you still end up with like $30,000. Let's say you lose 9K a month from churn, meaning people that leave, people that don't pay, etc. You still left with $30,000 per month, right? Now you times that on year two by 12, Boom, you're making 360 per year recurring top line, right? That's the value add. Boom, look at this. Whew. This is the demo. Amazing. This would be an example of what they can do that they see that's possible, right? Booking second, no phone calls, no waiting. Boom, 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 right? Look at this. Beautiful, right? This is gorgeous. You can literally build a sim, and this is just version one. Okay. Version two is going to be much nicer and they can book an appointment. So we can add on to this where it could automate the whole process. So if you thinking about building an agency like this that can brings in that type of money, grab the free trial below, right? The link for the free trial, grab that. 30 days, that gives you 30 days for free. You can set everything up. And then if you want, just DM me. I can have my team set everything up for you. So all you do is focus on sales. And if you want that, I also have another team member that can set up and run ads, uh, Facebook ads. So now you have leads coming in of hair salons that want this. You know what I mean? They want this. So you're not even cold calling them. They want this. And then you're able to just jump on the phone or show them a demo and close them on the spot. You see what I mean? So that's the value you get here, right? You work with us, we'll have a team set up GHL or GoHighLevel, right? You get free 30-day trial of GoHighLevel, and we have a team to help you get customers, right? So now we just save you a lot of time where you can have this business set up and running and cash flowing, and you have our backend team doing all the work, setting up the systems, running the paid ads, getting you in the door, and then all you have to do is do demos and then close new clients, right? To me, that's an amazing opportunity. So if you like this type of video, you want to see more of it, comment below. Let me know if you want our help. Shoot me a DM. You'll find all my contact details in the description. Take advantage of the free 30-day trial. And I cannot wait to see you succeed with this because I know you're gonna blow it out the park. So thank you again for jumping on. Thank you for watching this. Cheers. Later.